I'm Leonie from the Wool Baa, and I've got a nifty little trick to share with you today. It's called the 3-needle cast off, and the good thing about it is it sort of cuts out one step. You're casting off and sewing together at the same time, and particularly good for shoulder seams. So let's get started. The 3-needle cast off is where you have two pieces of work. Instead of sewing the seams together, we're going to knit them together and cast off as we go. So you're going to need 3 needles. The work's on the needles already, 2 of them, and the third one is going to be the one you use for casting off. So we have to put the right sides of the work together, and then with the thread from one of them, so match them up so that we're going to knit stitch for stitch. So that's why it's particularly important you have the same number of stitches on each. So I'll go into the front of the stitch on the front needle, the front of the stitch on the back needle, knit through both and take them both off together. Do the same for the second, into the front and into the front of the back needle. Pull them off carefully and then cast off as you go. So we pull the first one over the second one. Then we continue into the front of the back needle, take them both off and pull it over the top of the last one. Keep repeating into the front of each stitch, pull them off and cast that stitch off, into the front, knit them together and cast off, into the front. We just keep going till we have just 2 stitches remaining on the right needle, and keep casting off. And you don't want to rush this, you really want to take your time. Casting off into that, and my left hand is doing a lot of work as well because it's controlling everything. And pull them off together, remembering to cast off as you go, and again. And if all goes well, I'll have the right number of stitches on both needle at the end. And into that, pull them off, cast off, into the front, So it does feel a bit weird when you're doing it. You're just very aware that you don't want to rush this process. But it gives you such a lovely finish, it really is worth it. And the last one, into the front of each, take it off, and then you just cast off like that, and then like you would normally for cast off, you just pull it through. So let's have a look at the seam. So you get this lovely seam where stitch for stitch it's matched. So it's perfect. And on the other side, you've hardly got any seam at all. It's very small. I actually quite like the look of the wrong side too, so sometimes I put that on the outside of the garment rather than on the inside, but a good finish. Isn't that a fantastic little trick? You just have to try it the next time you're doing shoulder seams. Now if you like this video, click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to have your notifications turned on as well, and then you'll be told next time we make a video. See you then.